These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is Morbid.
Sure is.
Still morbid.
It still is. It always will be.
Forever and ever and always and always.
For always.
Forever and always.
We're going to be like cockroaches. We'll never die.
Oh, I was like...
We'll be around even after the apocalypse.
Oh, wow.
It'll just be us with 2 microphones being like, hello.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
Precisely.
There it is.
Precisely
Whoop,
la cucaracha. So I think we don't have a whole lot to get to today before we jump into the case, which the case this week is Bible John.
I know, I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, it's like a little continuation of Peter Tobin.
Ugh.
Because it connects,
Monster.
you see. And we had a lot of people from the UK and from like all around the area being like, yay, I'm glad you're covering this because this is huge here.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you guys are psyched about it and that I didn't ruin things or screw up things. So like, high five to me. And also I think the last couple of days on social media, like on our Instagram, we've been asking people to give us ideas for Halloween costumes for us.
And first of all, you've all had amazing ideas.
You guys are killing it with the ideas. Yeah. And keep it coming. Like, we are loving it because there's a reason we're asking for these ideas.
But we can't tell you.
We can't tell you yet, but we're going to hopefully tell you, I think, the coming week or so.
Yeah, I think not. I want to say not this coming week, but the week after.
Yeah, I mean, we'll let you know. You'll know.
We're like, we actually don't really know.
We actually have no idea. It's going to be very soon, though, because, Halloween's next month. So, So we're going to tell you very soon. It's exciting. We can't wait. We can't wait to like utilize some of these ideas.
And if you didn't get on Instagram to like hit us up with your Halloween idea, we'll do another post.
Yeah,
and be
we will.
like, what do you think?
Yeah, so you can throw in what you think because you guys are so creative and amazing that I just love it.
Yeah,
And we
somebody
love you.
said that because we asked like specific things like, oh, like what Game of Thrones things should we be? And somebody said one of us should be a dragon and the other should be a direwolf.
That was a great one.
That would be hilarious.
I loved that one. It was just so good.
Love
it was
it.
so perfect. So keep them coming. And I think the only other thing we wanted to mention was
New merch in the merch store.
Yippee!
And there's some really great stuff there. We did a design that kind of like captured both of our essences.
Yeah, it was like a mixture of both of us.
Yeah, like a scalpel and a pair of shears. So there's that. There's like there's like a tarot card one. There's a Ouija board one.
Yep.
So there's a lot of cool stuff. And you can go check that out at shop.morbidpodcast.com.
And of course, we will be adding more stuff all the time. And,
Yes.
I know,
I know
switching it up.
A lot of people want to see like zip up hoodies and like
Yeah.
some people asked people are still asking for sorry about that stutter. People are still asking for rhinestone butt sweatpants.
Oh my God, yes.
I just want to see the merch company's like face when we ask for that.
Right, be like, so can we have this?
We were just actually wondering if you could print that on the butt.
Could you bedazzle this for us?
Thank
I'd
you.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Probably not going to happen, but
We'll give it a shot, guys. We'll try it. We love you. We'll do what we can for you. We want to give you the world. So
Right.
if we can give you the world bedazzled with rhinestones, we'll do it.
there
Damn
it
it.
is again.
So I think without further ado,
Bible John.
Let's talk about Bible John.
The Bible.
So we connected him from last episode, because a lot of people think that Bible John, is technically an unsolved case. A lot of people think that he is Peter Tobin.
A lot of people
Peter
think
Tobin is him.
They solved it.
They think they solved it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I can see both sides of it, but
You're
I'm not
going to play
convinced.
devil's advocate.
I'm not convinced. So,
All right.
and I don't know. I feel like we actually got a couple of emails from different UK listeners, and like more people said they didn't think that Peter Tobin was Bible John, but we did get a couple that said they were convinced that he was. So it's interesting to see like what everybody thinks.
But you're with the majority.
I'm with the majority. I'm standing firmly with them right now. So this is, like I said in last episode, he's known as Scotland's Zodiac Killer.
I know, I think that's
because,
crazy.
You know, he's like infamous, and obviously it's unsolved as of yet. Also, a lot of people don't know if these are 3 murders that are connected to him. A lot of people don't know if these 3 murders are technically the same person.
Are they different?
Not really, but there's a lot of people think that the first one that we'll talk about obviously first is kind of a one-off that happened, and then the 2 that followed were copycat.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I think it's the same person. When I think about it, when I look at it, to me it seems like the same person.
So just to clarify, you think that it's the same person that committed these 3 murders, but you
But
don't
it's not
believe
Peter
it's Peter
Tobin.
Tobin.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you know, let
Let
us
me
know
spell
what you
that out
think.
for myself.
You're like, so wait, let me connect.
Like, let me catch myself up here.
So the first murder was in Glasgow, Scotland. It was on February 22nd, 1968.
Okay.
So his first victim was Patricia Docker. She was 25 years old. She was a nurse at the time. She had brown hair, brown eyes. She was very pretty. She was petite. She was just like adorable.
Yeah.
She was also married, but was separated from her husband and starting a divorce.
Oh, Patricia.
Her husband was in the military. They had 1 child together, a 4-year-old boy. And while they were going through the whole divorce proceedings, she was living with her parents with her son. And that this evening, February 22nd, she decided to go out to the Barrowland Ballroom, which we mentioned in the other episode.
That's where the dances were going on.
This is where it's a dance hall. So this is just like, you know, kind of like just somewhere you would go to like have a night out.
Yeah.
And she was leaving around 6:30ish that night. And she was going to be going to their 25 and over singles night. I think it was like on Thursday nights.
Oh my God, that sounds like fun, but also horrible.
Well, here's the thing. So at this time in Glasgow, I mean, dance halls in particular were like hopping.
Yeah.
Like Glasgow was hopping.
It was like the OG like club.
It was lots of dance clubs, lots of bars, lots of nightlife going on. The Barrowland Ballroom was located in the East End. It was fairly popular, but not popular for the greatest reasons. Not popular because it was this really high-end place to go, and like it was kind of a place where a lot of married people would go to cheat on their, and carry on affairs.
Yeah.
It was basically just a pickup joint.
Cool,
Like you
cool.
went there for that specific reason.
Every city has
Yeah,
one.
you gotta have one. I think the Majestic Ballroom was like maybe like a notch higher than the Barrowland Ballroom, but it was kind of a similar vibe to it too at this time.
Okay.
So there definitely was a couple in the area that were like this, but I guess the Barrowland Ballroom was like pretty low on the totem pole.
Right.
The over 25 single nights on Thursdays were known as the time when people that were married came out
Of
to,
the
like,
woodworks.
like just coming out to try to cheat on their spouses.
Wow, that's horrible.
They were also a lot of older women that would attend these, like older, like
Cougars?
I was gonna say like cougars, if you will.
Yes, I will.
So
well, I
much
won't,
so
but
that in an article I read on the Daily Record, they labeled this night, like a lot of people would call it, grab a granny night.
shut the fuck up. Grab a fucking granny night. I'm out.
Grab a granny night.
That's fucking hilarious.
Get out to the Barrowland Ballroom and grab a motherfucking granny.
See, that I feel like as a 25-year-old, I wouldn't be going to grab a granny night.
No.
I'd feel some competition with the older gals.
Nabanana night.
Nah, banana. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of one.
Move with a Meemaw night.
You're killing. Did you write that down?
I didn't write any
Off
of
the
these
cuff
down.
over there.
I could show you. I didn't.
I'm like trying to think. It's too
I
gloomy
know,
for me
it's
to
too-
think today.
It's too gloomy. Maybe that's why I'm inspired. I'm like, gloom gets me going. So grab a granny night.
Move with a Mima. That's my fave.
So that is where she went this particular night, to grab a granny night.
Not a granny herself, not to grab a granny.
But she was, she was 25 years old. She got to go to the 25 and older singles, and she
Yeah.
was in the process of getting divorced. So I'm sure she was like just trying to get back out there.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't
You know?
all nanas and grandpas.
Yeah, I think it was just trying to get back out there. She was
Yeah.
trying to. She was like, you know what? I maybe, and I'm sure going through something like a divorce.
You just need to
obviously,
get
I've
out.
not gone through one, so but I imagine it's a traumatic experience. No matter what, you loved that person
Yeah.
at some point, and it's like you probably feel a little like knocked down a peg. You
Yeah.
want to get some attention and feel like you're, like get some attention from a vibe from
Anyone.
someone else.
Honestly, to reference my last episode, she wanted to be young and getting it.
Exactly.
She was young and she wanted to
And
be
she
getting
wanted
it.
to be getting it.
And
you
she
know
deserved
what?
to get it.
She did.
Get it,
Patricia
girl.
did. She was a nurse. She worked hard.
Yeah.
Now, the problem was that Patricia had told her parents she was going to another dance hall that night.
Because she was like, I am not going to grab a
I
granny.
think, and people think like, either she had planned to actually go to this other ballroom and it just changed.
Or maybe she was
she
embarrassed.
just was embarrassed to tell her parents because it
Yeah.
had a reputation.
I mean, I've told Mom and Papa that I was going to like plenty of places that I wasn't actually going to.
Yeah, maybe she just was like, you know what, I don't want to hear about it. She had told them she was going to the Majestic Ballroom, which was a little bit higher end than this was.
Okay.
She did end up at the Barrowland Ballroom, and this did cause some issues later in the investigation when everything happened.
'Cause
Because
they didn't
initially her
know.
parents thought she had gone to the Majestic.
Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest. It's time to achieve your financial ambitions. Earn more on your savings with a SoFi Bank high-yield savings account, ditch your high-interest credit card debt with a SoFi personal loan, or start investing on an easy-to-use platform with SoFi Invest. Wherever you are on your financial journey, SoFi's got you covered. Learn more at SoFi.com/SXM.
So the following day, her body was found.
Oh, Patricia.
But no one had she left the club, and that was it. No one saw her again until the next morning.
Yeah.
She was found naked, save for one shoe, on her foot. She was found near her home in Langside Place, and she was found by a man on his way to work.
Oh, God, that'll fuck your day up.
And I guess she was placed near his garage, so he was just like, oh, okay. Oh. Her clothes and her purse were missing completely. She was very close to her parents' home, like yards away.
Yeah.
So this made a lot of people think like she must have been on her way home and was attacked, because why would she be so close to home?
Or maybe
like, is
the
that
person
a
knew her
coincidence?
family.
That's the thing. It's like, was it coincidental that like he happened to dump her really close to her home? Or
And you know what? Already I'm thinking not Peter Tobin, because Peter Tobin took these girls to his home.
exactly, and he hid them after.
Right. It
He
wasn't
liked
like a
to hide
display.
his shit.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't like to display it out. Bible John, if you see, is known
For
for
displays.
displaying.
See, that's a totally different MO.
Exactly.
I've learned a thing or two.
You have. You really have.
Yeah.
And you know, you're on my same page here.
I love it.
But yeah, the proximity to her house really can't be ignored as
No.
just a coincidence. There has to
No.
be something to it. So she was on her back, and this is interesting. Her sanitary pad was next to her on the ground. Because yes, all 3 of Bible John's victims happened to be menstruating at the time of their deaths.
That's interesting, because it's like, how would he have known that?
Exactly. And we're going to get into that, because in their pads were placed on or near them.
Oh, that's
all
so
3
strange.
times. So he made a show of this,
Right.
which is interesting. And we're going to talk about it later, because I have some theories about it.
That's like when we talked about the Papin sisters.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Papin.
Papin sisters.
The
I made them
Papin
like
sisters.
Italian, I think.
The Papin sisters.
The menstrual blood. Like it
Yeah.
it definitely means something.
Menstrual blood isn't just
Menstrual
coincidental.
blood is not just menstrual blood.
It's not just, you know.
Let me
it's-
tell you, it's never just menstrual blood.
It isn't. And anyone who's ever menstruated can tell you it's not just menstrual blood. It's a hell of a lot more.
Maybe it's menstrual blood, maybe it's Maybelline.
You never know.
I don't know.
You know, maybe she's born with it. So she was. You know,
She definitely was.
So
We all were.
So her head was also in a position, like it seemed like he had put it looking to her right side. Like it didn't look like it was just falling that way. It looked like she was
Placed.
looking at her pad.
Oh.
Yeah, which is just strange. Her head and face were beaten very severely.
Oh no.
She had marks on her neck that indicated strangulation by some ligature. It was later determined that the cause of death was indeed strangulation, and it was also revealed that she had been raped.
Oh no.
When she hadn't returned home the following morning after she left for the Barrel Inn Ballroom, her parents reported her missing right away. They had no idea that, because she was found the next morning, remember, they had already found this woman, the police.
she hadn't
the
been
parents had
identified?
no idea that that was their daughter.
Oh no.
No idea. So when they called the police and reported her, they were like, oh, like we found
have
the
her.
woman. Which is really sad.
Yeah.
Of course, police went searching for answers because there was nothing going on at this crime scene that could tell them really anything.
Right.
He took basically all the evidence with him. I mean, he left some DNA because he left semen in a lot of these.
I was just gonna ask
crime
you
scenes,
that.
but at the time in the 60s,
Can't do
they could
anything.
collect it. They just couldn't do anything with it. Now, one neighbor told investigators that she had heard a woman scream, "Leave me alone," that night. The night before, but that's all they got. And it's like, why didn't they call the police?
Yeah, I would definitely call the police if I heard somebody scream, "Leave me alone."
Like, I don't know. Like,
My dumbass would be like, "I'm out. Like, let's go save her."
yeah, like I'd be, if you hear someone screaming, "Leave me alone," just call the police. Like, call someone. I don't know. Try
Go help
something.
her. Go help her.
Just go risk your life.
Do it.
God
Be a
damn
fucking
it.
hero.
Be a hero. Don't you want to be? I don't know. It's just like when you hear that, I
Do
feel like it should
something.
trigger something in you.
Yes.
Call someone.
Other than just like, "Oh, that was strange."
Phone a friend. I don't know. People, man.
50-50.
Earlier, I said that she had told her parents she was going to the Majestic Ballroom and that it had hurt the investigation.
Yeah.
Well, that's because now they were going and interviewing all the employees at the Majestic.
And they were like, "Yeah, we didn't
And
see
the employers
her."
are like, yeah, we don't know. And they really dug in and tried to get any witness accounts or sightings of who she may have left with, who she may have danced with that night. But she
They're
wasn't
like,
there.
"No one here."
So it was a colossal waste of time.
That
so
sucks.
it was like weeks, like a couple weeks that they were focusing on the Majestic, and that wasn't it.
Right.
Her purse was eventually found, not her clothing, but her purse was eventually found in the river cart. So somebody had thrown it in the river.
Is that close by?
It was close by. It seemed like they must have just thrown it out
On their way out.
wherever they were going. This would be the first of 3 murders, like I said, for Bible John. All 3 were raped. All three were strangled either with their stockings or by his hands, or they think that Patricia may have been strangled by a belt.
Oh.
But it was never like, it was always a ligature.
Yes.
All three were menstruating at the time. And,
That's strange.
Yeah, and all had the sanitary towels left on or near them. And then all three of the girls' handbags were missing, and the contents were just discarded. They were either discarded like near them, somewhere else, but then the handbags were gone. Mm-hmm. They only found that one handbag.
Weird.
So the next one was August 15th, 1969. So that was a year and a half later.
So that's a pretty long cooling off
Which
period.
is why a lot of people think that first one is a one-off and that the other two. But like there's other one, like Jeffrey Dahmer.
He had a
Between
very
his
long
first
period.
murder and his second one, there was like 15 years or something. It was like a long time.
Ted Bundy had a really long cooling
Ted
off
Bundy?
period before he went fucking
BTK,
wild.
30 years
Yep.
of doing nothing and then trying to start again at least.
I can't remember. Ed Kemper had a little bit of a cooling off, didn't he?
I think he did. I think you're right.
I think-
but
I don't think it was a year, but-
definitely, there's definitely examples of them taking
Yeah.
time off.
I mean, that is long, I will say.
And
But
who
you did
knows
just
if he
say.
wasn't in prison for part of that? Mm-hmm. Who knows? You know, people get sick. People get
Yup.
jobs that take up their time and they can't focus on it as much.
Maybe he had kids.
Maybe he had kids. You don't know.
That first 2 years is busy.
You just don't know.
I don't know.
So the second one, like I said, a year and a half later, her name was Jemima McDonald. She was 32 years old, and she was a single mother of 3.
Oh, God.
So she went out to the Barrowland Ballroom with friends while her sister Margaret watched her children for her.
Yeah.
The next day, she wasn't home, and her sister was getting really worried because
Yeah.
she was like, she would have come home for her kids. This just doesn't make sense. And she would have contacted us if she wasn't. So Margaret kind of asked around and was like, has anyone seen her? Have you heard from her? And then she started hearing rumors this following day that people had seen these young kids, like little boys, coming out of an abandoned tenement building on Mikie Street, and that's in Bridgeton. And these little boys were talking about seeing a dead body in an
Jesus.
abandoned house.
Jesus.
Like literally Stand By Me, the body vibes right
That's
there.
like,
just little boys being like, you want to see a body?
I'm like, what's up with all the little boys in this town? Because in the last episode you did, they were playing with a dead dog's head.
They were playing football with a dead dog's head.
What's up with the little boys over there?
Just boys being boys, you know?
Boys will be boys.
You know? Just kidding.
Jesus.
But yeah, this is like straight up Stand By Me,
Yeah.
the body style.
Yeah. Oh, I want to
So
watch that now.
she heard this and she's hearing these rumors and she's like, I don't know, I have a bad feeling.
Yeah.
So she went to sleep that night and she said all she could think about was that.
Oh.
She still hadn't heard from her sister and she's like, I gotta know.
Her kids are probably like asking for her.
Well, and for the next the next morning, which was a Monday, her sister was so concerned, she went to that house
oh, wow. Oh. I just got like
where
chills.
she found
sister.
Jemima's battered body.
Oh my God. She found her sister.
And she had a feeling. She knew it.
That's some sister
That's
shit
some sister
right there.
shit right there. And she
Wow.
found her sister in a fucking old abandoned tenement house after little kids were talking about seeing a dead body.
Wow.
Yeah. Like that's some shit.
Because that could have been anybody's body.
Yeah.
Or
And
just,
she just
some
knew
little
it.
kids like making shit up.
And
Wow.
that's what she like. I would have been like, little kids are weird.
Right.
They make shit up. But she was lying face down on the ground. She was fully clothed, but her clothing had tears and like rips and was all disheveled. Uh-huh. Her stockings and shoes were placed next to her, as well as her sanitary pad.
Uh-huh.
She had been beaten exactly like Patricia, her head and face. She was clearly strangled and had been raped as well. It was determined that her own stockings were used as the ligature to strangle her with. Mm-hmm. They said always that the cause of death was strangulation. It was never the beating in the head and face. It wasn't severe enough to kill them.
Oh, wow.
But it's like
Severe
fucked
enough
up
to like...
to make a difference.
Right.
Yeah. The police started speaking with anyone that they could again, and they're trying to get information since, again, not much evidence is left on the scene except for semen, which they found on the stockings and such, but they can't do anything with it. So her photo was actually put on the huge screen at the Barrowland Ballroom.
Oh, wow.
And because of this, 2 witnesses came forward and were like, hey, we can help because we remember seeing her.
Oh, good.
And they were like, so they said they thought she came around 7 p.m. and she was seen speaking with some random dude. Mm-hmm. And they
Babble
said this guy had a Glasgow accent. He was tall. He was slim. He had short red hair. And
It's always a fucking ginger.
It's always a fucking ginger. As a ginger, I'll say it. And around midnight, the two of them were seen leaving together.
Shit.
These witnesses were asked to work with a sketch artist to get a composite for the man, and they did. It's not the famous sketch that everybody's seen, the one that we posted, I think. It's a different one.
Okay.
He does look similar to the other sketch, but it's not that one. He just kind of looks like a guy. Like,
Does he?
Like, there's really nothing that you're like,
Distinctive.
oh, I would know that guy if I saw him. Like, it's just a guy. He
Right.
could look like any guy.
Yeah.
You could kind
A
of
lot of guys look like other guys.
It's true, but like a lot of people will be like, oh, Peter Tobin looks just like that. And I'm like, not really, first of all. And second of all, like, you could stick a lot of guys. And you could probably stick Ted Bundy in there and like force him to look like that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Throw some red hair on.
Well, and the first sketch
Bundy.
didn't have red hair.
Oh.
It because they didn't colorize it. So it was just like
Oh, gotcha.
a like pencil sketch kind of thing. So it literally could look like anybody.
Right.
But interestingly, this was the first time a composite sketch was distributed widely via like news and media in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa with bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last, contact store for availability.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Interesting.
That's cool, too.
On October 31st, 1969.
Halloween.
Not a good
This is
Halloween for this. A man was walking his dog in a field and found the naked body of a woman. The woman was Helen Puttock, or Puttock, 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 right? Puttock. She was 29 years old. She was married and had 2 children, but I
hate
believe
that all of them have children.
Exactly. There's differing accounts of if she was married at the time or if she was separated.
Okay.
So either way, she had 2 children.
Interesting that they all may have been separated or divorced.
Exactly. I actually say that later because it is an interesting little connection.
I don't want to mess up anything that you're saying, but I do have a theory going. This guy has mommy issues.
Oh yeah, I'd say so for sure.
I'm knowing things.
So she had been beaten in the face and head severely. She was raped, strangled with her own stockings. The contents of her handbag had been scattered nearby, but the bag itself was missing. Her sanitary pad was put under her arm.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Weird. There were grass stains on Helen's feet, which investigators took to see that there was definitely a struggle.
Was she maybe
She
dragged?
tried to get away. And they said she definitely fought and tried to escape her killer. She also had a deep bite mark on her leg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is
Bundy
fucked.
vibes.
Very Ted Bundy. She had managed to tear off one of the killer's cufflinks, and it was found at the scene.
Oh,
this
wow.
is interesting.
That's great.
And this is very interesting because and this is in regards to connecting it to Jemima's case especially, because the man they had a sketch of, and the one that witnesses saw her speaking with and dancing with that night, they said that one of the things they said about him was that he was dressed very nicely.
And cufflinks are like
And
nice.
yeah, and they said like a suit, like dapper as fuck, which was a very out of place for the venue.
Right.
Like Barrel End Ballroom was not somewhere you came in your 3-piece suit. It
Like
was
you said.
Yeah. So a cufflink seems right on par with this.
Right.
That her killer was dressed so nice he was wearing cufflinks.
Right.
So these two connect to me. They asked around the area, and one woman said she thought she heard screams.
Good lady.
Yeah.
Call the fucking police.
Yeah, but she said she couldn't be sure. So
What?
She was like, I thought I heard screams, but whatever.
You're normally sure.
So after speaking to Helen's parents, they learned that Helen went out to the Barrowland Ballroom with her sister Jean around 6:30 that night, both Jean and her left the kids with Jean's husband. Mm-hmm. Because I believe that this is where I think Helen might have been separated, because they left them with one husband.
Yeah.
Both women met men there. And they weren't doing anything wrong, but like they like danced, hung out with some people.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like hanging out with these men. And the man Helen was with said his name was John.
Okay.
And Jean, the sister, said that this guy was tall, slim, with reddish hair, and was dressed very nicely. Mm-hmm. Sounds like the guy.
Does.
The other dude left at one point, the guy that was talking to Jean, the sister.
Did they say it seemed like the two were friends?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
just met there.
Just totally separate.
And John and the girls decided they were going to share a taxi back home. Because this is coming from her sister. Her sister's an eyewitness here.
Yeah.
Like, has hung out with this man
That's
all
fucking
night.
nuts.
So her sister said he openly talked about, but did not directly quote the Bible. And he said he didn't, like, he kept talking about, like, religion and, like, morals. And he told the women, quote, "I don't drink at Hogmanay, I pray."
What's Hogmanay?
No idea.
Cool.
He also said that dance halls were dens of iniquity.
Then why are you there?
And he also told a story, like some Bible thing, where the woman was stoned to death for, like, adultery or something. And he's telling this story, and they were like, cool. Like, they were like, this is weird now.
Yeah,
And
that's
they're
when
in a
you're like
taxi with
glad
him.
that we shared this Uber.
And this is obviously how he earned the name Bible John.
Don't share
'Cause-
anything. If I've learned anything in life, don't
Just
share.
don't do it. Jean said he really wanted Jean dropped off first.
Of
He was
course.
insistent.
Because he liked Helen.
And he said it was because Jean lived the furthest, and he said she would have to be in the taxi alone if she was dropped off last.
Which is a good point.
And he said he was worried about that. He didn't want her left in the taxi alone.
fucking preying on people's.
And it's so logical that you're like,
You can't
oh,
argue that.
Yeah. So she also remembered that he said his name was like Templeton, Simpleton, or Emerson, something that sounded like that.
Okay.
She couldn't remember exactly. She also said something like when he was speaking, she noticed he had a tooth on the top right that kind of overlapped the one behind it, like a snaggletooth.
God, do you know what's so funny? I thought that Peter Tobin kind of looked like my old stepdad, and he had that fucking
He did, you're
snaggle
right.
tooth.
You're right. Well, Jean was dropped off first because he wanted her to be.
Yeah.
And Helen was like, I'm fine. And Jean's like, you know, like this is where like.
But
the
also, didn't
sources-
Jean have her children?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she was like, but I think she was like, you know, Helen wants to hang out with this
Gotcha,
guy a little
gotcha.
longer.
Like, I got you,
So she was
sister.
like, yeah, like, I'm just trying to give you some time, you know? Because again, I think she was recently separated too. So I think it was like, get it, girl.
Right,
You know,
right.
like, I'm just going to let you.
Female empowerment.
Of course, Helen wasn't fine. This is, you know, the next morning she was
poor
found
sister.
in the field. They created so Jean helped create a composite sketch. Because
Can you
she was
imagine having to do that while you're also mourning the loss of
I can't imagine.
a horrific death?
And this is the infamous sketch, like with the red hair and
Yeah.
everything. And again, Jean shared a taxi with this guy, talked
And like
to this
spent
guy,
like most of the night with him.
So we can believe her description here.
Yeah.
And police now knew they had 3 connected cases because of everything we said. Now, little side note, at first I was starting to think like what they were actually calling this killer, because they were like, yeah, these 3 cases are connected, but serial killer wasn't a term until
Yeah.
later, as far as I knew.
Holden Caulfield, not Holden
Holden
Caulfield.
Caulfield.
Special Agent Holden hadn't stepped on the
There
scene
you
yet.
go.
I'm leaving.
You know, hashtag Jonathan Groff. So, but then I did a little research,
Of course you did.
and it may have been a term kind like before Robert Resler was actually credited for it in the
mean Holden
1980s.
Caulfield.
But they Holden Caulfield. But then apparently way back in the 30s, a guy named Ernst August Ferdinand Gnat,
Hell yeah.
the director of the Berlin Criminal Police, used the term, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize, Serienmörder, in reference to the case of Peter Curtin, who's the vampire of Dusseldorf. We'll cover that. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And in English, this roughly translates to series murderer.
Right.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
Back in the 30s.
Yeah,
so it's
I
just
love
like, that's
that.
interesting. I don't know if they were referring to Bible John as a serial murderer at this point, or like a series murderer.
Yeah.
But, like, it's interesting to think about. I couldn't find anything of what they were
You know,
actually calling him.
I want to say they talk about that in What's the show that we always talk
Mindhunter?
I think they talk about that.
Do they?
They say something about series murder.
Series
How
murder.
it used to be called that.
Yeah, it makes sense. So it's like,
That's cool. That was a
interesting.
fun little fact.
Little fact.
I love a
Little fun
tidbit.
fact. So, a man matching the sketch was seen at 1:30 a.m. that night by another witness. Mm-hmm. They said that he was very disheveled
Because he had just beaten a woman.
he had scratches on his face.
Because she fought like hell.
Yep, and he was headed to from the bus to the Clyde ferry that night.
Because he was getting the
Getting
hell
the hell
out
out of there. Which I can see why people are connecting it to Peter Tobin, because that was kind of his MO too. He did the deed, then ran.
Yeah, but he also like brought them with him.
Yeah, exactly. Now tips started pouring in. They were like, they said something like over 250 tailors were interviewed in the area because he was known to wear a suit.
Right.
None of them could recognize him at all. They were
Yeah.
like, I've never seen him. A bunch of barbers, like almost 500 barbers were, because he had a very
slick
very
haircut.
slick haircut. They interviewed over 5,000 suspects and got nothing.
Wow.
Over 100 detectives worked the case, and they took over 50,000 statements. So one thing I wondered was, like, did they interview the taxi driver?
I feel like maybe, but also it might have been really hard to narrow him down.
But like, when I don't know, because it's like a certain time he picked them up,
Yeah.
for a cab company.
How big is Glasgow?
I mean, I don't know if that would affect it. Like, I don't know if it's
Because like think
the
of trying to
area.
find one like taxi driver in New York is like what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's true. But if it's like a certain if it's like a certain company, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same as over
I don't
here.
know. This is your case.
I don't know. So this is also when 16 police and investigators started staking out the Barrowland Ballroom, trying to mesh with the crowd, like dressing like, civilians. And they were trying to see if they could spot this guy, because obviously all three of them, he met them at the Barrowland Ballroom.
That was his place.
They were led by Detective Superintendent Joe Beatty. And Jean went with them sometimes, the sister of Helen.
That must have been horrible to
I
have
know.
to go back there.
And she always tried to help with like sketches, lineups, like all that shit. She was always trying to help the case.
Good for her to do that.
Yeah, she was always into it, like till the day she passed away. It remains unsolved.
I know, that's so nuts.
Yeah, it's insane. So some of the theories are that maybe he was in the military and went overseas. Mm-hmm. And that's why, because again, it stopped.
Right.
After that third murder, it stopped.
And I'm sorry, what year was that last murder? Was it 71, did you say?
No, that last one was 1969.
Oh, 69. Okay. Where the fuck did I get 71?
Not sure, but it's okay. And they said, maybe he's in the military. Maybe he went, that's why it stopped. Maybe he was in prison for something else.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, he might have mommy issues, and maybe he was being hidden
Right.
by a mommy.
Right.
Because it certainly seems like that could be the case.
It definitely, that's the first thing I thought of.
Now, when it comes to the sanitary pads and the menstruation, like you were saying, how would he know?
Yeah.
Well, maybe his whole thing was he wanted to sleep with these women.
That's what I was thinking.
And he would get pissed when he found out that they were menstruating, and he freaked out and murdered them. And
But he raped them, though.
But that's the thing. But maybe they were like, I'm on my period. We can't have.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa with bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Sex.
Oh.
And he would get pissed. Mm-hmm. And then all the other times he would pick up women, they weren't on their period. So he would just have sex with them and leave.
Yeah.
But these women who said no, because I'm on my period, probably got him angry.
It's kind of I don't know if this is stupid to say, but it's interesting that they indeed were on their period, because, like, how many times have you been like, I'm on my period, we can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's like...
It seems like these ones were, this is telling the truth, and that's why he decided to make such a display out of it, because it was the reason he was so angry.
Actually, that is like...
Yeah.
Because I can't really think of another...
There's no other way
reason. Well, and I can't think of another reason why he would display the sanitary pads. Because I feel like it's almost like it was a fuck you to him, and he made it a fuck you to them.
Exactly. That's the thing. It enraged him that was the reason he couldn't sleep with them. Right. So he would rape them and then display the pad like, see, I still got to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
His, like, flag of, like, I did it.
Yeah, exactly, which is disgusting.
It's fucked.
So all the way, forward in 1983, all of a sudden this dude came forward and was like, whoa, I used to go to the Barrowland Ballroom all the time with my friend. And I was reading the papers, and for 5 years, I was like, wow, this Bible John case is, like, really bad. And wow, that's crazy. And then it hit me that this guy was totally my friend I went to the Barrowland Ballroom with.
Took you a while there, buddy.
Now, apparently this dude, who is not named anywhere, was living in the Netherlands and was married. And nothing really came of this. So it's just weird. This guy just came forward and was like, I think it's my friend. And they were like, okay. And then that was it.
Maybe they looked into his friend and
they must have looked into it.
And they were like, yeah, you're dumb.
He's never been named. So that was just interesting because it seemed like it was going to be a big break, and then it was nothing.
Yeah.
Now, during the murder spree, people in the area thought that Bible John was this guy named John Irvine McInnes. He was related to another suspect that was looked at, and he kind of fit the bill.
Why?
Of what it was. Well, in 1980, unfortunately, though, he completed suicide at the age of 41. And he had done it by cutting his brachial artery, which is in your upper arm.
That's random.
Which is like a very random way to do it.
Yeah.
So in 1996, they exhumed his body.
Yeah.
And they exhumed him for his DNA because they were going to compare it. And they compared it to the demon found...
Oh my God.
The demon.
It probably autocorrected.
It is Damon.
It's
Damon Simon.
His seed is Damon.
It is Damon. They compared it to the semen found on Helen's stockings, and it was inconclusive.
Okay, that's annoying.
So not enough to name him as the killer, but it's like...
Not enough to rule him out either.
And I think, like, when I said he fit the bill, I think he looked like the guy... He did go to the Barrowland Ballroom. He kind of fit the whole vibe. So they were like,
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people were like, you should look into this guy. So that was like,
like shit. It's too bad they couldn't get like more of a sample.
Exactly. And the sample was deteriorating the longer we're going past this. It's like, we're like, how many years later? It's like, it's deteriorating to nothing. Then we fast forward to 2007.
Shit.
When Peter Tobin
did his whole shit.
So Professor David Wilson was the guy who pointed out the idea that Tobin was too old to just be beginning killing with Angelica Cluck's murder.
Which is true.
Like, he was like, this doesn't make sense. And how he behaved after it suggested that he had done it before. Also, all of his wives said they were beaten, raped, and strangled by him.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Bible John would do.
But all of his, like, not his wife victims, like the victims that weren't his wife, they didn't have very many similarities.
No. Well, they all were beaten.
Right.
And most of them were strangled to some degree, but they weren't killed by strangulation.
Yeah.
He also met his first wife at Barrowland Ballroom, and people think that he does kind of look out like the sketch, but I don't agree.
I don't think he looks like the sketch at all.
Yeah, I don't think he looks like the sketch. Also, Peter Tobin was short. I think he was like 5'8" or something like that. He was
continue talking.
Like short, as in not like short, he just short in
a shorter
to,
man.
Then Bible John was said to be at least 6 feet tall.
Oh,
like
wow.
He was known to be tall.
And you're not going to mistake that for that.
Yeah, you're just not. And also, Peter Tobin doesn't have red hair
at all.
And I mean, I guess it could be like a lighting thing that like maybe some people thought he had red hair, but like
I feel like when dudes have red hair, you know that they have red
right?
hair. Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't think he looks like the sketch, but his wives all also claimed that it pissed him off when they were on their periods.
Okay, that's weird.
And that it put him in fits of rages.
Huh.
Fits of rages. Fits of rage.
I didn't even pick up on that.
I was like, why did that sound so weird coming out of my face?
Coming out of my face.
He was also a Roman Catholic. He was also super religious.
So Bible.
It does check out.
I wonder if he had mommy issues, because we didn't really know a lot about his childhood.
Because you don't know a lot. So
He was 5'10", by the way. So
Okay,
not
there you
too
go.
far.
So he wasn't short. He was just not over 6 feet.
Right.
But that could be a mistake.
Well, I have no,
I know I'm really bad at that too.
Yeah.
So I could do that too. Be like, he was 6 feet. I
like,
guess.
I could say that John was like 6'7".
And the other thing was all these women were short.
So he probably
So
looked
maybe
even
in
taller.
comparison, he looked like 6 feet.
Right. So
I
maybe
didn't even think of that before.
So maybe it's not because you make John look taller because you're tiny next to him, not
Yeah.
Bible John, you're John.
yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, like when you were going through all the murders, I was like, no. But now that you are saying
There
a
are
couple of these
things
things,
that
it's
make
like,
sense.
I'm not sold either way.
convinced,
Right.
But I'm not totally on the
Unconvinced.
other side. Exactly. That's why I'm kind of like, I get it. I
Yeah.
get both sides.
Yeah.
2 women did come forward at this time in 2007 to say that they had been attacked or almost attacked at the Barrowland Ballroom by Peter
Stop
Tobin.
going to the Barrowland Ballroom.
I know. They both said that they saw his photo in the media and they almost fell over because they were like, he's 100% Bible John.
Wow.
And they were like, this was around the time that like Bible John was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Professor Wilson, the guy who first said like, you know, the Angelica Cluck murder was not his first. He said that he knew he was like, I know these 2 people are the same people. And he was like, during the trial, he was like, Bible John is Peter Tobin is Bible John.
Right.
And he said that, and this was during the trial for the murder of Dinah McNichol.
Yes.
And she was the one who was hitchhiking with that guy, David Tremlett, who
After
she
the
met
music
at the
festival.
music festival.
Yep.
And David Tremlett was dropped off first, left her with Peter
Just
Tobin.
like how the Helen was.
Exactly.
Helen's sister
And
was.
he said that the man who killed Dinah was very superior acting and like very like sanctimonious.
I can't picture like Peter Tobin being sanctimonious.
I know, but he was, because he was like, he was very like, he used his religion a lot to like be high and mighty,
Right.
of thing. And Jean, Helen's sister, said the man who killed her sister was the exact same way.
Sanctimonious.
Like very sanctimonious, very superior acting, like same exact thing.
Interesting.
Now, apparently one of Peter Tobin's known aliases, because remember, I believe he had over 50 aliases.
Yeah.
Was John Semple.
And she had said it sounded like Templeton or
Exactly. She had actually said his last name was Templeton or Sempleton or something like that.
and it's simple.
John Semple.
Huh.
But she says, Jean, Helen's sister, who spent the whole night with this Bible
saw
John who
Peter
killed
Tobin.
her, she said Peter Tobin is not Bible John. So
Maybe he just didn't age well.
that's the thing. It's
It was so long ago.
that's really the only thing that like gives me pause is the
Right.
sister saying that he's absolutely not him, because I'm
Right.
like, you spent the whole night hanging out with him.
That
you
is
shared
true.
a taxi with him.
That is true.
Like, I don't know
The
though.
only thing that I can think of is, like you said, like a lighting issue where it's always dark in bars like that, and then
Exactly.
you're driving home in a taxi at night. Like,
Yeah.
but I
It
don't.
could
I mean,
definitely, and it was a long time ago, so maybe.
But you're right. The
change.
sketch looks nothing like
It
him,
doesn't
in my
look
opinion.
like him. I don't think it looks like him at all.
No.
So Jean passed away in 2010.
Oh, R.I.P. Jean.
Weirdly, her last name was McLaughlin,
Shut the fuck up.
an alias Peter Tobin used.
That he would almost do as a fuck you.
Yep.
If you think about
which I thought was like,
that's weird.
isn't that weird?
That gave me a little bit of a chill.
Yeah, I really think that's weird. And they did test the DNA on the stockings and compared it to Tobin's DNA, and it didn't match. But that could be because it was decades old and
Yeah,
had
it's just
deteriorated almost
not
to
a good
nothing.
sample.
It's just not a good sample to use.
That
I think
sucks.
anything would have said no.
Yeah.
Now, David Wilson, the professor that we talked about before, he said about this case, about Bible John being Peter Tobin, he said, quote, "I didn't set out to prove Tobin was Bible John, but I would stake my professional reputation on it."
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, obviously he's a lot more educated than we are.
Yeah, and it's like, I think some of the weird things about this are obviously the menstruation aspect.
Yes, and what his wives had said.
Which to me is, what I believe is that he would pick these women up to have sex with them. Some of them he was able to have sex with and went about his merry way.
Yeah.
The women who said, "No, I'm on my period," he went into a fit of rage and murdered them and made a show out of the period. And then I also think that there's something to do, like you said, these women are single mothers.
Yeah.
He's very religious. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying all religious people are like this, but he sounds
he was like very,
he sounds like a very like aggressive, like angry religious person that like is very judgmental. And it sounds to me like he's might be using these women as an example of
well, and
sin.
I think especially like some religious people, like they take the Bible as like more, not a suggestion, but they don't take it like word for word.
They warp it to fit their own.
And I think
hate.
he was like really somebody that did
like
that.
a hateful person
Yes.
that warped it to fit his hate.
Exactly.
And I think he was doing that like the adulterous woman gets stoned.
Yeah.
And these are women who are separated and also single mothers.
And now they're out and they shouldn't be out.
Which she's probably saying like, what exactly? Why are you out? These places are dens of iniquity. You're a mother.
Like,
You're supposed to be at home with your children. I'm going to teach you why you shouldn't be out.
Yep. Wow. Yeah.
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 But again, technically, it's an unsolved set of murders. We don't know who Bible John is.
I know, that is
and
weird.
we may never know.
Part of me definitely thinks he's Peter Tobin, but then another part of me gives pause.
He's Peter Tobin-esque, for sure.
Yes.
But
a lot of serial killers are just serial killer-esque.
That's the other thing. It's like they all kind of like play off each other.
Right.
And you can kind of fit them all to like each other in a little way.
Right.
Here or there. And there are some similarities that you're like, all right, that's interesting. And that professor saying I would stake my professional reputation on it. And I know some of the original investigators in the Bible John case have all said they believe 100% Peter Tobin is Bible John.
Huh.
But I don't know. I'm not convinced.
I know. Well, and that happens sometimes. Like, people are like, I would stake my career on that, and I believe it. And then it turns out, like, you get, like, 100% match, and they're like, well, shit. Like, call me crazy.
Yeah. It's like, maybe it's just...
You just never know.
I don't know. I honestly am not... I can't stand on either side of the fence. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I want to stand on one side, but...
That one gave me, like, such an eerie feel.
Yeah.
That was a very creepy one.
It's a strange one. So that's the tale of Bible John.
Thank you.
Bible John.
The Bible. What's that? What is that from? Why do I keep saying that?
The Bible. I don't remember. What is that from?
We remember it's from a movie that we used to watch a lot.
What's that movie, everybody?
The Bible.
The Bible.
Like somebody just says it like that.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's gonna bother me.
Yeah, if somebody knows because I'm sure somebody's listening and screaming the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
So just scream the answer at us, please, because I need to know.
Comment it to us on Instagram at
Morbid Podcast.
Hit us up on Twitter.
A Morbid Podcast.
Send us a Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
And definitely shop our new merch at shop.morbidpodcast.com.
Yes, it's so good.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep it weird. But not so weird that you get mad at somebody for being on their period and then you're like really beating them and like hurting them really badly and then you kill them and then you tape their sanitation pad under their arm because that's just really gross of you.
It is.
Stop having your mommy issues.
Don't do it.
It's like, come on.
Don't be Bible John.
Get out of here.
Or Peter Tobin.
Don't keep it that weird.
Bye.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Oh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation variable. Supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.